Hello and welcome to day 57 of 100 Days of Bad video. So I got asked a question today. Why did I name my company, consulting company, Ballast? And I had to explain to the person that what ballast is for aircraft. So, and ballast, simply put, for aircraft, we add ballast, so it's weight that's added to an aircraft when it's off balance, or when the CG, the center of gravity, is not in balance. So we always want the center of gravity to be balanced in the aircraft. And when that's off balance, it creates turbulence in flight and bumpy, and you really can't. It makes it harder to control the plane while it's flying. So it adds stability to a flight. So it's all about balance and CG, balancing out the center of gravity. And the reason why I named my company that was because that's what I want to try to add to people as I'm doing leadership consulting or team consulting. I want to add balance to them, to their business, because if they're coming to me, their business, or feel they're out of balance. And as I was explaining this to the person, they said, "Oh, they got it," and we went on and talking. And when I left them, I thought about, while I look at ballast and from the standpoint of helping business to be balanced, how balanced are we as individuals? Are we really balanced? And do we need to add ballast to our lives? And ballast can come in the form of people that we need to talk to help us through a certain situation, or we may need to learn something new to add to our skill set. Ballast may be getting something out of your system, or getting rid of a bad habit. Whatever that ballast is, have you found it? And if you haven't found it, do you know what type of balance you may need to have to add stability to your process, or as you're pursuing your purpose, to add stability to that? Because we know that life can be rough. We know that different things and that is going to come at us. So especially when we're going for a purpose, it's not going to be, cupcakes and rainbows every day. There's going to be some trouble. And when those storms of life come, and when we're right in the middle of it, and with the turbulence, and we're dropping altitude and gaining altitude, and it's going back and forth, what ballast do you have in your life to help you stabilize it? Now, if you're a religious person, your main ballast should be God. He will stabilize everything for you. And if you're not a religious person, I advise you to look into it first and foremost. But outside of God being your main ballast, so we need other ballasts in our life, whether it's people, whether it's skill set, whether it's a book, whether it's a poem. Ballast can come in any form. It is your job to find what helps you stabilize, or what helps you get through those rough times, because we know that rough times are going to come. And when you can identify your ballast that's going to help you get through those tough times before you get there, you will work out a lot better. Now, here's the tricky part. And me personally, I do have certain things that I consider my ballast outside of God. There's different things, different poems. I actually gave a poem, a few sessions ago, a few talks ago. I talked about poems. I talked about people. Over the years, I know to have these in place. And while I know I have these in place, sometimes I forget, or I don't think about it. I get so caught up in the situation where I'm not thinking straight. I'm not thinking about to be able to use my ballast. So I've taken off, I'm in the middle of the flight, and I'm unstable and I can't figure it out. And then finally, when I can, even in the middle of turbulence, I realize that, wait a second, something's wrong. I'm missing something. I'm missing my ballast. And then once I remember that, then I start leaning on the things that I know that's going to help me get through. Now, I didn't say it's going to take away the storm. It helps me get through. You have to help you have something that help you get through the storm. Once again, storms of life are going to come. What do you use as your ballast to help stabilize you to get through that? with that being said, that is why I named my company Ballast. Hopefully I can add balance and stability to people and teams to get them through business. And you personally should get what ballast that you have. So that's the talk for tonight. So there's only one thing left to say. As always, life gives you two choices. You can either run with the big dogs or you can stay on the porch with the pups. My name is Aaron Allen, and I choose to run with the big dogs. See you out there running.